There's the wood.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Oh yeah. And when you said you'd plane it,
yeah,
I was like, woo! My tail started wagging.
yeah. So you just got to look at which side is the better plane side on them, because we did both sides.
Okay.
And that was just because it had a bit of a wave, and I wanted to get them true on one side before I flipped them over and did the other side. So you're still going to have a little bit of sanding in spots, but overall it should be pretty good.
I'll send you pictures after.
Yeah. So this is all the bigger stuff on this end here, and then that's all the small stuff. Kind of pile these. So.
Cool.
Anyway,
Thanks.
You move the truck over.
I'd love to have a wander around the sawmill.
There you go.
Oh, sorry, dog. Oh, I'm sorry. You okay?
Cody, you're not supposed to have your head in
Sorry, I didn't see you. Wait, you want to do that first or second?
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right.
And then you can do this is where we started, so all the spruce that we milled for you came out of that pile there.
Cool.
And pick the biggest stuff because you need it wider, of course. And the rest will just get milled up into 2x4s and lumber for heaven knows what projects. This is all Bach cherry here. That'll get milled up. It's a beautiful colored wood. Absolutely beautiful when it's milled. I actually have some in the other shed that's been sitting for a couple of years now that I milled up. This has been sitting, this is year 4 it'll be, so.
So is it better to be dry when it goes through the sawmill? Or?
No, it is best to be wet wood.
Oh yeah?
But logs don't dry very fast anyway.
Okay.
More often than not, logs will actually rot before they'll dry. And that's with most things. Yeah. If you cut it in the boards, and as long as you get the weather off the top of it, so like I had yours tarp just on the top, but air could get through.
Yeah.
It'll air dry. Takes a few years, but it does air dry. Depends on the wood, of course. This will be longer because I'll cut a lot of this at 2-inch thick, so it'll be a couple years before it's completely dry.
Because I noticed some of the ones that I had off, that I had already started, that I got off that other job, you get like sap running down them and stuff right on the wall.
Yep.
And kind of when you come along, you try to scrape it off a little bit or whatever.
Yeah.
None of it really even matters when you scrape it, does it?
No, it doesn't at all. But yeah, this is a beautiful wood once it's milled.
Cool.
Has such a rich color and texture to it, eh? The grain is nice.
Well, that's fancy. And that's the beast.
And it comes in here onto the sawmill. Goes out the other side when it's done. I can open up the back door to put the longer logs on. Usually I have to maneuver a little bit with the tractor, bring it around the corner post for the longer stuff, 16 foot, whatever, eh? To get it on the mill properly. But it works out all right. And it runs excellent. I had a bit of an issue with tracking on the blade, and that's why I was broke down for a bit. Oh, we got a robin's nest up here. Boy, it didn't take her long to build that. Holy cow, I just had that open the other day. Huh. Anyway, so...
It's smaller than I was envisioning.
Yeah, well, that's the smallest you can get, that one there.
Right.
But, you can do up to a 22-inch log. And that's really the biggest I want to handle anyway. Anything bigger than that is just too cumbersome. Like, you know, trying to move logs around and whatever. I have that huge log over there, which is an ash, and I can't even lift it with the tractor, so.
Is that anchored into the ground, or is that you just got it on the boards?
No, that's just fastened to them boards, and I have gravel that I had packed and like packed it down so it's on level. And I always check the level on it anyway, especially after it sits for the winter. I use it during the winter, but the frost changes,
Right.
the ground level.
Yeah.
So I always have to make sure that the deck is perfectly level, otherwise you get crooked boards.
Yeah.
So.
Crooked boards, and then it's probably where's your machine
Yeah.
Too, right?
Yeah, the bearings, it's hard on the bearings. So, but,
Cool. Huh.
so I'm very happy with it. And it was the first I had to do any maintenance to it. I had to change a bearing on it, and when I did that, I noticed the pulley was a little bit off, and anyway, fiddled and farted around with it, finally got everything lined up again. It took me about 4 hours, but finally got the tracking perfectly right on again, and the blade not coming off, so was able to finish up your order.
Wicked.
Yeah, so I made a roll-up door back here.
Kinda cool.
Oh, look at that. And then I get them. So I make them into useful things.
That's wicked.
Yeah. So that's what I have on the other shed. I've got another brand new to me. One there, that gray one.
Yeah.
That he just picked up. That was, kind of has a little bit of road rash, but that doesn't matter to me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try and, with all the different ones that I get, line them right up to the end there. Because I have kids that come, eh? They want to see how a wood mill.
Yeah, it's neat.
So I bring
Like me.
kids. Yeah. So that's what I do. I just bring kids here and they watch how we do, how we get boards out of trees. And yeah, that was, so we even cut this wood, these trees down. So all that pile of spruce that this is actually from Johnstown.
Oh yeah.
So I went up there with the tractor and chainsaws and everything, and we brought it all home here. It was
Pull it on a trailer?
It was a fence line. Yeah, I got a car trailer that I used, and it was a fence line between two houses in the town, in the village. And the guy wanted the wood out of there, and I said, okay, no problem. So that's what we did.
Cool.
So, yeah. Very cool.
I'll probably have more for you.
Good.
I'll let you know when, but.
So I would say we take the tire out.
Yeah, we'll take that. I was thinking the same thing. So I was gonna throw it on the lawn down to Jack. You want some more scrap?
Perfect. You can go with the rest of the pile over there.
Put it towards the guy out in Riverside.
Yeah, that's it.